Hey guys, Thetcglover here. So after playing Mermails on my Twitch stream, I've seen a fair amount of success with the deck. The question I'm asking today for this video is, are Mermails still competitive? To refresh your memory on Mermails and its angle as an archetype, they are a group of Aqua, Sea Serpent and Fish type monsters. The Sea Serpent Atlanteans have strong effects when they are discarded for the cost of a Water Monster's effect, or the Sea Serpents in the deck serve as the biggest beast stick in the deck, such as Abyss Megalo or Abyss Lead. The Aqua types come in many forms, but the most common Aquas in the archetype are that which you will be familiar with are Abyss Lind, Abyss Gund and Abyss Teus, which all serve a unique purpose in the deck. Finally, the fish types are the level 4 discard outlets which allow you to trigger your Atlanteans without reducing your hand size. Mermails, from release until roughly the advent of Dragon Rulers, were by far the strongest deck in Yu-Gi-Oh! But the reason I'm asking whether or not they're still competitive is because of two major changes to the dynamic of Mermails: the recent semi-limiting of Atlantean Dragoons, and what the deck can access from the extra deck now. Mermails' versatility and adaptability allowed for them to stay relevant for almost 2 years. When the game slows down and back row becomes more prevalent, you increase the number of Atlantean marksmen to 3. When it speeds up and becomes a fight for front row control, you can decrease your marksmen to 2 and increase your infantry to 3. This has allowed Mermail to adapt to whatever the game has thrown at it. However, with the power creep, the ability to adapt only works provided there is sufficient reasoning to conclude that adapting is still a viable option as opposed to outright extinction, which is in this case is when players realized that it could no longer hold its own on a consistent level regardless of what ratio you play the Atlanteans in. They were just out-resourced by almost every other deck. But with Atlantean Dragoons now back to 2, the deck has now filled a space that has been causing their downfall for over a year. Suddenly every Abyss Pike, Abyss Turge, Abyss Teus and Abyss Megalo become a +1, with the potential to search for an additional piece of your combo. This way the ability to adapt becomes easier, since when every out you need becomes searchable, it's as if your opponent has already lost. It also makes the Diva Megalo OTK much more consistent, which is one reason for the deck's success and eventually Dragoon's limiting as well as Deep Sea Diva. Secondly, the deck has access to recent advancements in Xyz and Synchro Summoning. Castor and Number 101 are still incredibly strong Xyz monsters, with the latter triggering the effect of Dragoons. Leo, the Keeper of the Sacred Tree, is still an incredibly annoying synchro monster which can be made of a Genix controller and an Abyss Teus or Megalo, but the cherry on the cake comes from the ability to make Trishula. Deep Sea Diva allows the deck to access Trishula, Dragon of the Ice Barrier, easier than roughly 90% of decks currently played. It serves as its own win condition outside of what the deck normally does, simply because regardless of your opponent's deck, they are always going to suffer from letting it resolve. So in conclusion, is the deck still competitive? I believe that it is, but with the strength of every other deck in the meta increasing over time, only the most skilled players should attempt to pilot the deck at this point. So thank you for watching everyone, and make sure to check out my Are Dragoonity Still Competitive video coming soon to screens near you. So until next time, the Thetcglover is out.